disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. But truth be told, I shouldn't be. Let me just give you a quick story. Today I was in the store with my son, with the Foot Locker, give him some new shoes, right? I had on, what did I have on? I had on one of my Sauconys. I forgot which one of them. I want to say, I forgot which one I had on. But my Sauconys. It's crazy I had them on today too. But anyway, young lady worked in Foot Locker. She asked me, hey, what are those? I thought she meant like, because nowadays they gotta have a name. So I was like, well, I don't know the name of these joints. They some Saucony 6000s. It was a navy and white. Some navy and white joints. They don't have a name to them. She's like, nah, like, what is the brand? I said, it's called Saucony. She literally said to me, she works in Foot Locker. She had to be at least a good, I'm going to say between, and I know this does preference it a little bit, between at least 17 and 20, which kind of makes sense. But she literally said she had never heard of the brand Saucony, right? And it blew my mind, but I wasn't mad at her, right? I understood how this could happen, but I was disappointed that it did happen. Because I can even say, even in like Finish Line, they still sell Sauconys. Finish Line had a big push of Saucony about 5, maybe 6 years ago, if not 4, 3 years ago, when the whole G9 began to explode and they were really trying to push that G9. I don't know how they did with it, but they still have, I think the Finish Line still has some Sauconys in their stores. But it was very mind-blowing to me that she didn't know what these Sauconys were. And I had to remind myself that, for one, maybe I'm just old. Like, maybe I'm just an old man now. But it also let me know that there are a few problems we have, like with the generational gap, and even social gaps, culture gaps, when it comes to this whole sneaker world. And so many of us, we see it in different ways. And some of us think we see it better than the other. I'm more authentic. I'm more original. Well, the new kids on the block are here, and this is how we doing things. I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong in regards to how you want to purchase, buy, sell, trade, or whatever it is you want to do with sneakers. But I will say this. I will say that there's a huge disconnect. And this disconnect that we have in the culture is that, for one, some think the culture's for sale. And you can't sell the culture. You can't. There's no price tag on these kind of things. However, they're trying to put one on it. So obviously with the whole Finish Line and Nike thing and that whole blow up, and Finish Line stock dropping, Finish Line will be fine, right? I mean, sorry, not Finish Line, sorry, Foot Locker, not Finish Line, not Foot Locker, Nike. You all know about the whole blow up. Nike is supposed to take stuff off the shelf. We saw it coming with Amazon a long time ago. Neither here nor there. But Foot Locker has depended on these hype sneakers for so long, for the last probably, 22? At least the last 12 years, I would say. Where they're getting all this foot traffic, and if wherever mall is closest to you, I can almost guarantee your Foot Locker, definitely House of Hoops or whatever they call it now, gets the most foot traffic of any store in that mall. There are some malls that are literally hanging on, probably by the Foot Locker itself or the main sneaker store. But the foot traffic is something that, let me not say that. One of the big disservices I feel like Foot Locker has done over the years, a lot of shoe stores in general, is that they stopped being shoe stores and they became sneaker stores. Then it became like a hypebeast sneaker store. Now you think obviously Foot Locker has sneakers. Yeah, but Foot Locker used to have all kind of Timberlands in it. They would even have, what's them shoes called? Oh man, my dad wore them all the time, super comfortable. I know Doc Martens used to be in there. It was, I can't think of the other brand of a shoe right now, but it's super comfortable old school shoe anyway. Foot Locker used to have a ton of different brands in these stores, in actual stores. Now it might be like one or two Reeboks, like an Iverson Reebok. You might, I mean, obviously Adidas had a boom, but with NMD now dying away a little bit, and Ultra Boost kind of dying away. Obviously the Yeezys that come in there, they don't sit down too long. Couple more GS, Adidas, but if it ain't a Nike or a Jordan, it's like, yeah, this not happening. And it's like you're doing such a disservice because brands like Asics, Saucony, even the Converse lines that Nike actually took up, which kind of is a different story, but these brands, they broaden your horizon. Now, obviously, I don't know business, right? I'm just talking as a sneaker consumer. They broaden the horizon of the sneaker consumer and the sneaker shopper. Because now these people have to go to New Balance to buy the shoe. They have to go to, I don't know if they even wear Asics, but shout out to Wale for having Asics. We'll get to that later on. But you have to go try to find Asics. You have to go try to find Saucony. You don't make people go, you don't give it to them, right? So now all they're looking for is just whatever is the cool thing to rock. And it's like, you don't even have no style no more, right? So you're getting these collabs with these artists and these famous people, and they taking a legit, just a general Jordan silhouette, or mainly Jordan silhouette, not even Nike one at the time, a Jordan silhouette, and just throwing some crazy colors on it and say, boom, there you go. And I just don't feel like it's not forcing people to have style no more. It's forcing them to just throw on a shoe and whatever expensive piece of clothing that has the brand on it. They don't even match. They don't even care about tones and colors, and they just throwing on the best shoe, best pants, best shirt they got, and they out the door. And that's fine, I guess, but it's losing a lot of taste. And what used to be tasteful is now non-tasteful. And what used to be at some point like, what in the hell is you wearing? Is like, oh, that's the drip. And it's like, once again, maybe my ass is just getting old, which I'm aware of. But there are still rules of conduct when it comes to fashion, right? There are artists. If you want to do a collaboration with artists, I'm not mad about that. I think it's amazing. However, we need to start having a little bit more respect for some of these artists. Now, feels like DJ Clark Kent has had a ton of collaborations, but those collabs, those are almost like one-offs, right? So it's like one-on-ones, and you don't really get to see them. And for this artist out, like, I'm about to be extremely biased here. Being from Washington, D.C., a bias, maybe, maybe not. This dude has been talking about sneakers since 2002, 2004, since I first heard this man rapping. And he has talked about sneakers and been in the sneaker game for so long. He is a pioneer to some extent of my generation in sneakers, and that's Mr. Wale. Now, Wale has had a collaboration with Asics. The joint is amazing, but the fact that they are doing collaborations with these artists under the age of 30 and like 25-year-old, 23-year-olds, and they're doing a Jordan collab. Like, why are you doing, I really don't understand the concept of doing a collab of a shoe that you weren't even born when it came out. Let alone you weren't even born when it retro the first time, even the second time. And you just throwing a color, and you throwing on cheap materials. And the paint not sticking, and everybody complaining on YouTube and everywhere else, the quality control is trash, and they faking them. I'm like, they making the same fakes in the same shop as they making the real ones. Only for these shoes that are so sought after. It's the most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen, let alone in the sneaker game, right? Like, the sneakers that, for me growing up, that, for one, fakes, when I was growing up, and even in like 2001, 2000, when fakes became a thing, they were being honest with the fakes. They would do like a Louis Vuitton Jordan 12, like you knew that didn't come out. They were doing colors that was just totally bogus. For real, that compared to now, I actually respect it. Because now you can't even tell a fake from a real joint. You can't even tell if that's real, if that's fake. It's guys on YouTube really doing reviews on reals and fakes, and they can't even tell the difference. They're trying to make something up and say, well, if you look under the pad here, I'm like, bro, that's real. That's real. Like, that's real. I seen guys go into a consignment shop and literally like say, okay, I'm about to try to sell these fakes, and they get them off. They say, "Ah, my bad, bro. I was just faking with you. I was doing a video. They fake." Like I'm confused on the purpose of what we really trying to accomplish here. I'm just lost. I am. Like they not comfortable no more, right? So these other brands, like we talked about, Asics, Saucony, New Balance, all their shoes stay together. All their shoes are intact. They're comfortable because that consumer has demanded it. Because the New Balance consumer says, "I'm wearing these to walk in, to run in. I'm going to the zoo with my kids in these shoes. I'm going to use these to work in." People work in New Balances. Saucony is a legit running shoe. They're made to run in. There's people that do long distance runs in these Sauconys, right? Asics are a performance shoe. These people are demanding that the quality of the shoe is there. And guess what's crazy about it? Besides New Balance is being $200 on retail, the rest of them is $150, $160, $120, $110, $90, $100. And you can always go get them. Even though New Balance is retail at $200, New Balance is retail, and that kind of just started in the last 10, 15 years ago. So, but even when they retail at $200, that's the retail price. They're not selling out. That's just their price. It's like buying a pair of Allen dress shoes. They're going to be $300, $400 pair of dress shoes because they deserve it. They quality. They're going to last you a lifetime. However, you buying these Jordans, y'all keep complaining about the quality control on them or the quality messed up, but y'all retail them for $220. $220 for a retail, and then you not even getting them retail. You got a raffle. You ain't getting a raffle ticket. You try to get a line of sneakers app, it ain't gonna happen. Everybody complaining about getting L's. You want to know a good way to get a W is to put yourself in a winning position. That's how you get a W. Go after a shoe you know you can go get. It's just that simple. They know they don't have to put even good quality on half these Jordans because y'all not wearing them for that purpose. They know y'all gonna buy them to look at, buy them to resell, buy them to stock, buy them to wear them one time. Bama's literally be wearing the J's and have another pair in the book bag because they don't want to crease them up or because they feet hurt. It's like, bruh, that's crazy. It's crazy. They know y'all not demanding quality on these joints, so they gonna just, no, bump it. We'll just keep throwing them out. Keep throwing out color this, color that. And half the colors that they making nowadays, they was fakes in 2006. They was fakes in 2002. And they just said, oh, they was fakes? We about to make them real. The cherry white and red 12s, 11s coming out. 11s come out this year. Them was fakes 15 years ago. Now they made them a real shoe. Like they was legit Bobos. And now they coming out for real. I just don't understand where the sneaker game is going. I don't know. I don't. That's why I'm keeping as many of my OGs as I possibly can. I'm enjoying my shoes. I have found me an amazing shoe restoring individual who does restorations on sneakers. My man is a beast. He's a monster. I got a few pair right here of just some of my sneakers. These are a couple OGs, at least somewhat OGs that I have. And like, for example, Air Bacon. Come on, man, the Tim Hardaway joints. I remember the commercial to this day when he outside in the playground. Now I know I'm old, it's like, man, this is like 92. This actual shoe itself, I want to say 2012, I want to say 13, but this OG did 92. This is an OG Nike sneaker, right? They not faking these. These ain't fake. They're not faking these. They did the little Muslim tag on the back. They kind of got thrown away, whatever. They got those recalled, but they're not faking these. They're not. This air bubble is intact. This is a 10-year-old shoe. 8-year-old shoe. Will your Jordans look like this after 8 years without having to get restored or re-glued? Probably not. Lace is still intact. Nasty. These right here, a lot new. These came out, I want to say, last year or so ago. But for one, Air Raid is one of the most underrated silhouettes of all time. But the Air Raid, the jungle joints, come on, man. We wore these with cross colors. You dig? You know what I'm saying? This is a sneaker. My mom called these boots. They're not faking these. You ain't got to worry about getting these fake. And you ain't got to pay $500 retail for them. I took the laces out of these joints right here. Because I just got them cleaned up. Trader ones, man. Come on. You talk about classic sneaker. These is the Bo Jackson-ish joints. I'm more of the Andre Agassi's was a prototype back in, I want to say, 87, I think these originally came out, 89, around the same time the Air Max 1s came out. Got the Zoom Air inside of here. These are technically SBs, which I'm not sure why they make them SB. I guess because of tongue fat. These actually are the 2020 joints that came back out. Had the cop. They sat on shelves. Sorry, not on shelves. These on Full Locker don't get these, so these don't go on shelves. But these sat online for retail for about a good 6 months. Now the price, as soon as Travis Scott say he's making a pair, these joints online for $400. It's crazy. It's crazy. Total Phones, man. Tim Duncan's, man. Come on, man. Total Phone Max. Come on, man. If you're not aware of what this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to go do some research. Straight up, for real. For real. Total Phone Max, man. OG life. Get your mind right. Look at that bubble, still intact. They didn't fake these. These is not faked. You can't fake these. If somebody you know is selling this, my man had them from day one. There is no stepping on these. There is no buying them and then buying them again and selling them back. Nah, it's OG life. Look at that. That joint is still, look at that, just a little bit. Look at that yellow in there. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that yellow. Joint is still mad silver. Come on, man. Get your OGs right. More flights. Flight positives, man. All black joints, man. All black flights. You ain't seen these in a minute. These ain't the ones that came back out, the carbon fiber joints, which I'm really glad they redid them. Because them came out, I want to say 2001, 2002 was when the carbon fibers first came out. Slim, let me tell you something. DC, them joints was ridiculous. Once again, these ain't getting faked. These ain't getting faked. You can't find these anyway. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. I think this like a 2000 and this a 07 joint. 07. 15-year-old shoe. This joint is super intact. Super intact. Not falling apart at all. Because we demanded it in 2007. Because somebody was going to hoop in these in 2007. They was hooping in these. Real life. Mork and Mindy's. SBs. DS. Come on, man. Mork and Mindy SBs. Easy money. Crazy when this joint came out. This era of SBs, legendary. Legendary. This era is legendary. Nanu, my man. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Just do your research, man. You probably know what they are. If you don't, man, go do your research, man. Go do your research. Come on, man. Pee Wee Herman joints. Pee Wee Hermans. Come on, man. Fallen Legends. Fallen Legend SBs. These ain't no dunks. Don't let them tell you these is dunks, bro. These is not dunks. This leather dunk don't make that type of leather. Nike is not doing that in no dunks. Nike's not putting this kind of beautiful suede on a pair of dunks. These shoes, let me see what year these joints is, Mo. I want to say 2006. I don't know what year I got them. They probably ain't got no year on it, so daggone these gonna be so old nowadays. Let me see. 2006. What are we talking about? 2006. Was that 16 years? Something like that. 6? I can't do the math right now that fast. You know what year it is now. Look at the quality on them joints. Come on, boss. I bought 2 pair when I got them because you could back then. Because you could back then. You can go in the store, yeah, I need 2 pairs because, you know, Bama's ain't really... Skateboard Bama's was rocking them. These don't sat on the shelf for a minute. 110 retail. Matter of fact, might have been 100. These might have been the first little era of... No, you know what? These joints was 90. Because the lows was 80. And it was 80, 90, and 100. These was 100. The mids was 90. Lows was 80. All SBs back then. I got these for $100. I rocked that joint $200. Bought 2 pair. I bought one. I rocked, destroyed, did everything in them. I just had to keep these for my favorite SBs. Got them when they came out, bro. SB. You talking about SBs, right? You talking about SBs, right? I'm just saying we're talking about. I'm just saying we're talking about sneakers, history, quality, bruh. These is the same. These probably the same on the same year, 2006. Same thing. Come on, man. Black and purple box. Black and purple. If your SBs in black and purple box, pink box, or the golden black box, after them golden black joints, I just couldn't rock no more. It was a different process. I don't know. They weren't the same. Do I gotta say what these is? The 3 bands, the highs? Somebody got the mids, man. I need the mids ASAP. I really gotta get the mids in my life. But we just talking about the history of these sneakers. We talking about history, and this is just a quick 20 year. This ain't going back into the 80s and 90s. I'm not that kind of an archive guy, right? I got 190 I'm going to get to in a minute here. But look, this is what we here doing. This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I got a few more. Look at that. Look at the quality of that fur. Come on, man. Last but not least, Pippins, 98. Come on, boss. 98. Ain't no separation on these. The quality is dumb. Ain't no separation. These, you would have went to a store and saw this shoe, some pennies, probably not no Jordans, a bunch of crazy Air Maxes sitting there looking at you just smiling. Great heels, Iversons. Iverson 98. Yeah, Iverson was there. 98. 7th grade. I was in 7th grade. College. Long story on how I got them back then. I copped them, had them, and just a long story on that whole thing. But come on, man, I changed the laces out. That was it. I did change the laces. Super dumb long laces. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Come on, boss. What we talking about? What we talking about? So that's all I'm saying, man, is that we need to begin to reconfigure, you know what I'm saying, where we going or what they're trying to do with this sneaker game. It seems like it's more about, you know, what everybody else got on per se, rather than what you actually like. I'm just saying the whole point of this video is that there needs to be a connection, you know, either generational or whatever the case may be, but it feel like a lot of the culture is being like it's no longer part of the culture. It just seems like it's, I don't know exactly what you would call it, but it just feel like a lot of the shoes and a lot of the brands, these stores like Foot Locker and them need to, you know, might want to look back into copying some of these brands again, because obviously Nike they gonna just collab with these artists and just give you non-quality sneakers that you can't even rock. I mean, I see Bama's wearing Air Max 95s now that just came out this year, and they like, oh, I gotta take them off, my feet hurt. Like, what? They Air Maxes. How they your feet hurt in Air Max? That's crazy. So, I had to vent right quick, if you want to call it that. But this is on my mind, because today I was in that store and that girl was like, she ain't never seen a Saucony, didn't know what it was, and I was disappointed in that. I was. So, she was a nice young lady. I want to say her name was, oh man, it was like Kendra or something like that in Foot Locker. She was real nice, real nice. She was amazing. Got my son the shoes he wanted. Even gave us a little bit off for the joints. He got the Kyrie's. Shout out to Kyrie. He kills the game in regards to sneakers. The other side of Kyrie, I don't know about, ain't my business. But sneaker-wise for these kids, Kyrie, you killing it with these basketball shoes, bro. Like, whatever you're doing, keep it up, because my son love them. He like to get every color he can get, and they at a good price point. They be $110, and they always on sale for $80, $90, $70 a month later. So I'm just saying, man, you know, do some history, man. Do some history. Force these brands, force Nike to start making quality shoes again that you can wear. And then you don't have to worry about looking down and after one wear, they got 45 creases in them and they hurt your feet. Like, shouldn't be happening. You spend too much money on these shoes. Respect yourself, respect your feet, and respect the game. Until the next time, guys, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to do it. This is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Either way, OGs, man. OGs, man. That's what we doing. OG. You know, I might go back in the archives and find some more and bring them to y'all. I don't know yet. Y'all let me know. If y'all get some likes on this joint, if I get more subs, if I get more comments, I can start exposing my situation and what I got going on here. But until then, peace. See y'all next time. Roll that music. Roll that music, man.
Let's get